So are you saying you can have two religions at the same time?
Oh yes, absolutely. Now, any Eastern look at it.
How does that work? So you've seen this before? I have a cease and desist order here from them.
Hi, my name is Martin Russell, and I would like to tell you what the Church of Scientology, well, I don't call it a church because I don't believe it is a church, but Scientology has served this gentleman here with an anti-trespass notice. And it says, "Dear Mister, I have been instructed by the New Zealand Church of Scientology with the authority of the International Church. You have been served with this trespass notice because of your ongoing connection with the group calling itself Anonymous, and a series of incidents and threats against the church, its staff, parishioners and property. Since mid-January 2008, members from the group calling itself Anonymous have engaged in a campaign of violence, hate, threats and harassment." Jesus, you're a bad boy.
I am?
"Against the Church of Scientology in various countries, including New Zealand. Anonymous members have made numerous threats against the church in Auckland, New Zealand." You bad boys.
I should be spanked, really.
Oh, you back. Spanking time. "Since this time, as well as more than 300 housing telephone calls and willful damage to the church's property." They did it themselves, obviously. "The New Zealand police have been notified on all these illegal activities."
I went and spoke to them, and they said that they have nothing on their record at all. So they said, "Don't be worried. Have a good day." And they asked me to leave.
"You are hereby warned to stay off the following premises situated at level 1, 532 Ellerslie Panmure Highway, Panmure, Auckland, and 136 Grafton Road, Grafton, Auckland.
Where is that? I don't even know.
Should you enter upon these places within a 2-year period of being warned to stay off,
I wouldn't want to.
you commit a criminal offence and will be liable to arrest under the Trespass Act 1980. Mike Ferris, lawful occupier of the above addresses." So, there you go. This is your typical Scientology fair game. Intimidation, harassment. It's what they do best. And I've seen it. I've been followed by private investigators many times in England and in Los Angeles. I've been hit in the back by one of the church's leading ministers, yes? No, not here in England. I've had the Inland Revenue rang up to say I was falsifying my records in England for my business. And they said, "Well, don't worry about it, Mr. Russell, we know who you are. It's someone from the Church of Scientology. They do it so often that we just throw it in the bin."
How did you first get involved in that?
Well, that's interesting. I was in Sydney in 1965 when it was all a new world in 65, as you understand. And I became involved with Scientology in Sydney in 1965. I was a staff member. And I got hooked, to be honest with you. Being a 17-year-old at that time, it was a new age religion. And it was great for a couple of years. It was a big family, I loved it. And then Ron Hubbard went to sea in his little boat, his converted cattle ferry, and it went very bizarre from that point. The ethics conditions were introduced, and harsh ethics came in, and fair gaming took off. In other words, anyone who's an enemy of Scientology can be harmed. The church won't do anything, right? As far as the Church of Scientology is concerned, if this lady were to kill me now, she would not be hurt. Scientology would not chastise her for that.
and that has stayed throughout. Some people take it to more extremes than others. Some people just tell you to start off, right? And other people go a lot further. But the institution known as the Church of Scientology, like Mike Ferris, he serves these legal notices to innocent young men doing their local legal things here, you know. This is a totally legal activity, right? And I've done this for Scientology. In England, I was bussed to the Houses of Parliament to petition MPs, just these guys, and we petitioned against the Mental Health Association. 3 busloads from East Grinstead, all walking around the block with banners, exactly the same as that. But when these boys do it, they get hit with these legal documents. There's harassment, there's intimidation. It's called hypocrisy, and I don't like hypocrisy. And I'm sorry. Once upon a time, children, are you sitting comfortably? 75 million years ago, there was this evil overlord called Xenu, who was the master of all the galaxies. You all right, children? This is all right? Anyway, he had a tremendous problem with population.
Is it true that it says in Dianetics that if someone is a deviant of their sexuality, i.e. like a homosexual, that means that they're physically ill? Does it or does it not say that in it?
I don't recall it.
Well, it does. Did you know that? Is that what you believe though?
I'm sorry, what do you mean? Do I think
Would you believe that
deviants are ill?
So the sexual deviants such as homosexuals are quite sick physically.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, you say they are?
No, I don't say that. That is how it is. They are sick physically, yeah. If you take homosexuals and you put them through a routine physical exam, you will find they are quite sick.
And saying, I am going to disconnect from you because you're blah blah, because I was told to by some ethics officer. And then in 1982, this guy called David Miscavige, he had a palace coup. Hubbard was still alive, but he took the place over. How he did it, nobody knows. He was very young and he had no high school education, so it's my guess, it's only a guess, that he had a backer or a group of backers. There are many conspiracies, but it's a perfect way to launder money. They're buying huge amounts of real estate all around the world, which will never be used. They got one here in Auckland. It's totally out of, you know, why? And they're doing that everywhere. They're buying historic buildings all around the world in every major city. I don't know about these people's motives, but I'm really suspicious about David Miscavige. I don't even know if he's really a Scientologist or he loves the casinos. You know, he has a millionaire lifestyle. I have to say that he's very corrupt, very, very corrupt.
Don't get caught by an evil cult. When I was in Sydney, I had more people on the internet to relate to than any other person ever. And this is my technique from 1965.
All these things, people who got run out of the church first were the people who were actually talented at something. You know, the David Mayo.
You got it, yeah. Well, I know David Mayo. You need one of these. Thank you. You too, come on. Cheers. Have one of these. Don't get caught by an evil cult.
Dinosaurs won't be you.
Thank you.
I know they're mental. They're mental. How mental? Do they need a navy? What's up with that?
Get it on the thing,
Look at the free frisbee that Scientology gives us. Woo!